Like, welcome back to Say More Than Less. You,
The podcast where we say more than less.
say more than less.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Say More Than Less, the podcast where we say more than you guys did less. It's your boy Jordan Kennard, man, aka Joe. My co-host to the left of me, aka Bank Nowinski, aka Caleb Banks, aka C Banks. You still go by that? You still a rapper? Are you still a rapper?
I'm the man of many names and many talents, bro. So
Okay,
I do whatever's required.
Okay, we're gonna see which one you are
so.
today. If you're gonna be like C Banks, Banks Nowinski, Caleb, I don't know.
I might be politically correct. We'll see where the topics take us.
Okay. Oh man, welcome back to the pod, man. I know some of y'all that y'all been waiting for this day. It's been what, 2 years?
2 years, bro.
2 years since we dropped the pod, man. That wasn't in the plans. You know, life happens. People move cities. That people might have been me, but I'm back. I'm back in the city, so the pod is back. We finna be consistent with this, and we finna take it to a whole nother level. So
my boy was in Austin, bro. Like, tell us a little bit about your Austin experience, bro.
Man. So I was in Austin about 2.5 years, bro, and I ain't gonna lie, I like really enjoyed my time out there. I feel like I left at a perfect time in my life to like figure out, you know, exactly what I wanted, how I wanted to see the rest of my life panning out, and kind of like just growing in my career and everything, and meeting new people.
Whole lot of soul searching going on,
bro. A whole lot of soul searching. It's like when you grow up in the, you know, the city that you've been in your whole life, went to college here in the, you know, in the metroplex. It kind of, you do change a lot. Like, it's only been 2 years, but dang, it's been 2 years. You know, so I feel like I've grown a lot in those 2 years. You know, getting out the city, having to build a whole new community, a whole new life, but I enjoyed it, man. I wish I would have went out there when I was a little younger, a little more young at turn.
You need that, bro. You need that one.
But I think it definitely served its purpose for what it was meant for in my life, bro. I love Austin. That was gonna be my second home. I was gonna say Denton was my second home, but it's kind of in the city, so I'm gonna say Austin my second home.
That's what's up, bro. Well, shit, a lot done changed since you left the city, man. It's a lot that's different now.
That's a fact, bro. Yeah, bro. Even in our like friend group, everything, it's cool seeing like everybody in different stages of life, man. You a dad over here.
Whole father.
Whole father. We got Alex, Misunderstood brand, going crazy.
Yep.
I mean, everybody just flourishing, bro. It's been cool to see. Because you know, when you're away, you like get bits and pieces of everybody. You know, you still try to have one foot, you know, with your homies and stuff, but it's kind of hard when you're not here, have that everyday connection and everything. So it's been cool to see it back up close, everybody, you know, growth and everything.
Yeah, like I think like for me being in like the content creation space, bro, it's like changed so much drastically in like the last 2 years. Like from what I've seen, like even the content styles, like I find myself every week like, okay, I need to think more long-term long-form content. Yeah. You know, like it's back in the day, I feel like I'm saying back in the day. Damn, I'm an old head, bro.
Right. Are we old heads? We sound like old heads 10 minutes into the pod, bro.
Yeah. But it's crazy, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, but even with the way media is working right now, bro, like everything is changing so fast. And I think that with like Kai Cenat and Speed and like all the new streamers, they have completely shook the media space. Niggas is dropping $100,000 for a content video.
Yeah.
You know, in the past, that wasn't the case. So,
dang, bro, I didn't even really think about like the streaming era, like just, you know, basically disrupting media, like with Kai and all them. Cause I've been knowing and like kind of watching them for like since college. So it's like you seen them organically grow. It wasn't like just this big boom. You kind of seen them work, but from the outside looking in, it is like, damn, man, this came out of nowhere. So yeah, I didn't really think about that like affecting like all the other parts of media and content creation. Cause like you definitely got to be like innovative for real now, which I like.
I like it too, but goddamn, bro, like it take a lot of money. Like
yeah,
niggas don't understand.
You know who I think changed that is Mr. Beast, bro. I think he the one start putting their bread behind everything. And they was like, let me catch up, dog.
Bro, Mr. Beast, I mean, yeah, like my logic is, you start off, because there's a lot of people who do want to be content creators nowadays. You start off, you don't have the budget for that.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I think it does make it a little bit more complex for people who do want to get into the space if you don't have the resources.
Yeah.
But yeah, with Mr. Beast, like, bro, like niggas that like in my opinion, niggas like that, y'all just need to be on TV. Just be on TV. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but our generation that came up with this, like I want to be independent thing. So I think that's kind of pushed people away from going to I need to be on this television network and stuff to flourish, because you really can maximize your income and just your longevity by doing stuff in-house and with your own team and the people you picked and everything, and working like directly with the sponsors instead of having to go through a network or this agent over here or this marketing agency over here to get your deals and stuff. You can work directly and have those they preaching partnership now instead of just doing them regular deals. So that makes sense though. But I did see it though. I seen them, especially like the little kids, the teens, and I seen their generation like they don't watch TV and movies for real, bro. It be straight YouTube, bro, all day. So,
YNs, man, they terrify me.
Yeah.
I don't know their train of thinking. So look, my logic is, okay, you got the YNs, which is like the guy side of it. Then you got the YN females, bro. Like they're hornier than ever. Like, I be watching.
I haven't had that much of an encounter with the.
Okay, I'm not speaking from an account. I have had
just
a personal
I don't
account.
I don't be around them for real no more. So like I'm out the game.
I'm saying out the game. In general, I be seeing clips, bro. Like girls ages like 23, 24 down. They're like eager to like tell you how many like
a pounce
bodies I got. Like, I'm eager to like get to it.
Yeah.
And I feel like in our generation, like, like the women are respectable still. There's a little bit of edge to them, a little bit of pride, but it's still like
you gotta work to get that information out of it.
Dog,
yeah.
From what I'm seeing, like 23, 24 and down, they barking, bro.
Not they some mutts out here. Not they some butts, man.
It's nuts.
Yeah. Oh, man, 2 years. I keep wanting to going back to that, like, cause you right, bro. Like even the podcast scene back then, it was kind of like at its peak where everybody is like, coming out with podcasts. I think now it's kind of settled back into it's only gonna be the people who really, want to do this shit and is kind of good at this shit too, because your number is not gonna like skyrocket like that unless you already coming with a name. So it really takes some real work, groundwork, and like you said, bro, you got to put a little money behind this shit too, because it ain't gonna be money coming in unless you like really start putting that effort, time, and money into this shit.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, that's just content nowadays, but I do feel like if you do put the time in and you do get the right resources together and you got the right commitment level, that it will work. Like I have seen it work.
Yeah.
Damn, are we sound like old heads again?
Hey, bro. I'm embracing it at this point, bro. I just turned 30, though. I'm embracing it.
You are old head.
I'm embracing it, bro. So, how did your like personal content strategy change?
Bro, I used to, when I started off, I was just making like 20-second videos on TikTok. I can make them hoes in like, bro, max, sometimes 5 minutes. Yeah. And it was easier to make content. But it's like now, if you're prioritizing the ad revenue on making your videos, on TikTok specifically, it has to be a minute minimum. I'm not sure if people know that. If you're in the rewards program, you probably know that. Your videos got to be a minute minimum. So from that transitioning to how do I keep somebody's attention for a minute?
So when did that change? Like where it had to be a minute? Because I thought they wanted like the shorter shit for real.
It wasn't like that, but you can earn more per like view.
Gotcha.
If you enter the rewards program and you do minute long content.
Gotcha.
So the payout structure is a little higher, and so in doing that, it completely shifted the way I think about content. Because it's like, how do you maintain somebody's attention for a minute? Which it seemed easy, but you gotta like really think of some shit to really keep somebody engaged. Like it's interesting, bro.
Yeah.
So like that's probably been like the biggest change for me, and like even like right now trying to transition from okay a minute to okay long form content. Like how do you keep somebody's attention for 8 to 10 minutes or 10 to 15? That's a whole nother realm that I'm trying to figure out and learn myself. So yeah, it's different, bro. Like I don't. It's a different atmosphere for sure.
I'm sorry, this is finna turn into an interview for like me and you now, because I'm interested.
Okay.
So like, do you have like trouble? Like, do you have to be around other creative people to, I guess, maximize with the content and stuff you put out, or like, how do you get your inspiration and everything?
I think it depends. Like definitely being around other creative people, it does bring out more. I'd say higher quality ideas because
Mm-hmm.
you have an initial creative thought, and then you might have somebody chime in on something, and it can like completely add another layer to an idea that you already had. And then if you're around somebody else, they might be like, oh, well, we can add in this element. Next thing you know, you got a really, you got a video to where it's like layer on top of layer on top of layer. And it's like, oh, damn, like this video could be really gold. When it's you by yourself, yeah, like I think any content creator, they have a certain list of ideas, they execute it. And if you do a lot of content by yourself, you gotta, and if you're good at it, you have a set way of how you do things. But it's very hard to really go to another level being in that space and trying to, execute. So yeah, man, it's definitely easier being around the creators. I'll end with that for sure.
How often you feel like you like in that space? I feel like we got a lot of creative friends, so that's not that hard for us. But do you like make an effort to put yourself around other creative people, or?
I mean, I was, but I mean, you have a baby. So
Yeah.
I got a 4-month-old.
Yeah, time management is
4-month-old boy. So it's like, for the time being, I haven't been able to keep myself in those spaces. But I do think that as, my son gets a little bit more regulated and we get a better schedule set, I'll be able to put myself back in those type of environments.
Yeah.
And I think now with everything I know, I have a better idea of like, okay, like I can do this at a bigger level and also like incorporate, more people in it. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I'm thinking now.
I kind of want to go back to like this whole YN thing, because you keep calling us old heads. I think I really am an old head, because I'm not getting what everybody talking about when y'all talking about these YNs, dog. Like,
I mean, I feel like, because you 30, I'm 28, so I'm like.
All right, come on now. We in the same age group.
We not, though.
Yes, we are. That's crazy. All right, I'm gonna let it rock.
That's a big 2 years.
Bro, we was it's a 1 year. What's that clip, bro? We was in high school together, bro. It was 1 year.
Yeah, I mean, I was really good at school, so that's why I graduated a little early. That's
all right, whatever, bro.
Anyways, so look, I think that the thing is, bro, with the YNs, from what I've recognized, it's like a different set of rules that go into play. It's a different set of terminology. And also, there's a different set of, I don't care.
Yeah, that respect level.
Like, and it's like, I get it. Like, I try to think about when I was technically a YN. Like, I didn't care, but it was like, I also had an understanding of why I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care because I know I'm young. Like, I got time. They don't care because they really don't care. Yeah. Like, it's like, I don't give a fuck.
Never gonna care type shit.
Bro, and like, the thing about the guns, I don't know the fascination with wanting to shoot niggas. Like, I'm trying to understand that too.
Yeah, that one is a real interesting one to me, cause like us growing up, bro. Yeah, we knew niggas with guns. Niggas would pull out guns, but niggas went shooting niggas. Niggas, I feel like these young niggas don't understand the consequences of motherfucking actions, bro. You can use your hands, bro, and live to fight another day.
Yeah,
like,
why YNs don't fight?
They scared. I think they scared of their embarrassment, bro. Like, they scared of a possibility, damn, I might get slipped in this hoe. And that shit probably gonna be online, and people gonna be talking shit about me forever. Where in reality, nigga, even if that shit do happen, even if somebody do get a video of that shit, bro, it's gonna be a topic for like 2 to 3 days max. But instead, you want to pull out a gun, shoot a nigga, you ain't sitting in jail for the rest of your life. That
Bro,
shit wild.
yeah, it don't make sense. Like, I get it. We all got anger. But why not slap box? Back in the day,
bro.
you know, we used to settle that with hands.
Facts, bro. Nigga, you know, I don't fault most of my friends. Either been serious or like, nah, we need to get this shit out. Go grab the gloves real quick, bro. I don't understand like that.
Yeah, we need to bring that back, bro.
I don't think we can,
miss
bro. I
slap
think
boxing
we
with
might be too far gone.
Cause you know you used to do that Uncle Floyd shoulder
little-
like that.
that little
Like,
shoulder up,
you can't
tight.
really penetrate.
Tight.
Man, you don't know
Nah,
nothing
bro.
about that,
These
bro.
young niggas scared to lose, bro. They scared to get embarrassed, bro. I think them days is over. Them days is over.
But it's crazy though because even though like I know they dangerous, I was listening to a DMX song the other day. I ain't gonna lie, the shit that nigga was saying, it was different terminology, but the old heads was kind of wild too, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I think that was wild for sure. But I think that was wild with the
Niggas wanna lie, niggas wanna try, niggas wonder why, niggas wanna die.
yeah, nigga. You lie to me, you gonna try me, bro. Then that's a whole different story. That was a diss song too. So it's a whole
That was a diss song?
Yeah. Don't ask me who it was. I just heard that shit the other day, bro. You know how Twitter go. You go on this little rabbit hole and shit. But
Who was he dissing?
I don't know. I said don't ask me who, nigga. Damn.
That's crazy.
But yeah, bro, it always been like, you know, niggas always then had that type of terminology. Shit just get different as we get older. I think, like we said, the problem is with this younger generation now, they just don't have no respectability politics, bro. It's no respect in this shit, bro.
But low-key,
Niggas showing up to niggas' graves and killing the whole family shit and shit too, bro. Like, these young niggas is crazy, bro.
Wait, hold on, that happened?
Yes, bro. Niggas circle back and killed the dude mama while she was at his, grave site, bro.
When did this happen?
Bro, this is a couple years ago, bro. But that shit happen every day, bro. These young niggas is different.
Hey, we should probably stop talking about that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. We probably should move on.
Hey, you know what? Yo, Lions, man, we love y'all, bro. Like,
Hey, do y'all thing.
Hey,
do y'all thing, bro. Do
Y'all
y'all thing.
keep cooking, bro. We support. You know what I'm saying? All love.
We respect y'all, man. We respect y'all, even if y'all don't respect this.
All love, baby. All love.
But yeah, again, apologies to the YNs. I do think y'all have I think y'all have a hard time because we grew up a little bit without the internet. So
A little bit, yeah.
we got that outside and, we had to kind of solve things with our hands and just talking to people and shit. We had to go and meet up and everything. Like,
Wait, segue, do you remember life without the internet?
I do. I remember that shit.
It was like a beautiful time.
It was
in my
beautiful,
opinion.
bro.
Like,
I was just talking to my girl about that shit earlier, bro. Like, I want to just go without my phone for like a weekend, bro. Just chill and vibe and just be one with nature,
bro, you remember the time of, like, say you go to the mall, get a girl number, you come home, you don't got no cell phone, so you got to call her on the home phone.
Yeah.
You call on the home phone, her parents probably answer. And you like,
Hey, that home phone shit was kind of wild.
it was nuts. It was nuts. But
Hey,
it's
can
like,
I talk to Jessica? Nah, bro. What was we? Hey, that's.
but you would have to sweet talk the parents, though.
Yeah, we grew up.
had to work.
We really had to work for that.
You
shit,
had to
bro.
work hard.
Yeah,
like,
that's real rich. Y'all young niggas. I'm gonna call this episode. Oh, it is Brian.
bro, look, that's
y'all don't
real
know about
rich.
that
Like
shit.
talking to the parents,
We
and
had
then you
to-
gotta tone of voice, like you gotta sound respectful. Then when the daughter get on the phone, like you back on, like
Yeah,
that's
back
different.
on that timing, bro.
That's
but
different.
no, don't let it be the daddy pickup. You gotta lock in, bro. You gotta lock in for real.
You probably gonna have to call back a little later,
Right.
But that's actually nuts, though. Like I'm trying to remember, like even back then, in terms of like connecting with like friends and shit. Like you really had to wait till the next day in school.
Yeah, that or like you had to like. I think that's where I learned how to be a project manager, bro. Because I was like telling people, "Hey, we're gonna be outside at this time. We're gonna do this thing," and then you just had to trust that everybody was gonna do that shit, bro.
You had to like set up like pickup times in the park, like everybody like meet at this time. Link up. Dang, that was lit.
We is old. When you get a phone? When did you get a phone?
Bro, I got a phone in like 7th grade, but it was prepaid. So it's like one of them, yeah. So I only had a certain amount of minutes, and obviously it wasn't that many minutes.
I had that damn track phone, boy. I had to go buy them minutes from Walmart. I had to go buy some minutes from Walmart, bro. We running out of them texts, bro.
Oh my God. Yeah, bro. Damn. And then I remember when I upgraded to the Razor.
Yeah, I had a Razor.
Yeah, I had the Razor. I thought that was like cutting edge technology, bro.
Nah, I remember ninth grade. I had this LG phone, bro. You couldn't tell me shit.
Was it the one with the slide up board?
Did it have a slide up? It might have a slide up. I just know that hoe had cable TV on that. I had like 8 channels, bro.
Oh, yeah, you were cooking.
I used to be in the back of class watching TV, bro. That shit
You were
used to
cooking,
be crazy,
bro. You
bro.
were cooking. What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Dang. Yeah.
The good days.
The good days.
And then I remember when, we reminiscing hard as hell.
Hey, man, we got to, bro.
But I do
hey,
it.
We old heads, like you said.
You old head, man. I'm Unk. Oh, no. You Unk. I'm old head. Or no.
Nah, Unk is
I'm big bruh.
Unk is too far, bro.
I'm big bruh. You old head.
Nah, Unk is too far, bro. Old head too far. I'm big, bro.
Yeah, we can we the big bruh.
Yeah,
we the big bruh.
We in that era.
Okay. But nah, I remember when Facebook had first came out, like when everybody was first getting into Facebook, bro, that was like the littest. That and when people started hopping on Twitter, bro, that was like the littest time period.
I know, Twitter was,
because it was so new.
Bro, new Twitter, like 2010 Twitter, that shit was, bro, I went back and looked at my old tweets, bro, from like when we was in high school. Nigga, we was reckless. What was we on? Just saying whatever, bro.
We was putting everything on
just
there.
Saying
like
whatever.
It was, man.
You know what's crazy though? I was thinking we would do that, but like I be looking at like these athletes, like highlight tapes and stuff now, bro, and they be having like music with cussing in it. You remember it was a thing like where we couldn't do that
couldn't
shit?
do it, yeah.
Bro,
niggas
was just so scared to do that, like just so scared to we want to get recruited if we had some cussing on it. They was like, just put the instrumental on there, bro. Bro, yeah, now, man, bro, these niggas be picking whatever music,
bro. NBA YoungBoy, Boss Man.
Yeah. That's wild, bro. Like
Mr. Shoot 'em up, Mr. Kill 'em.
I want to know, like, why? How did that change? Or like, I guess like as kids and stuff, right? Maybe like Mikey Williams and them, even maybe a little bit before, but as they start being on social media more, I wondered like that was like, hey man, they cold, they gonna be on social media anyway, so we just like whatever, bro.
I think, man, it's because again, I think with them, from what I see, they do post like the little highlight videos with like the cuss words and shit, but they're not on some, I'm on my story, like showing you exactly what I'm doing. I think we was on that.
Yeah.
Because everything was so new.
Yeah.
So we was like recording us, especially on Snapchat. Like,
oh yeah, Snapchat.
We were very active.
Yeah.
They're like,
it's crazy. You know what's crazy? Snapchat making a comeback is crazy.
Hey man, Snap, bruh. They handing out a bag.
Yeah.
Going back to my content creator hat, bro. Like shout out to Snap.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out.
Shout out to Snap. But yeah, like I don't know. It's so different now. I don't know, man. With me having a son, I be thinking of like, oh, what's it gonna be like when he's older? What's the media landscape gonna be like when he 18? What's social media gonna be like when he 18?
You know, what I kind of see and look at now, I think it might go in a little bit of reverse. Just cause like we are the parents now and we kind of seen like you said, we seen the non-internet side and the internet side. And we seen like the younger generation growing up below us and like, I don't know, bro, y'all going a little too far with this. I think like our kids' generation is they're gonna be the ones.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good balance.
They're gonna have the tools, bro. Cause even like most of our friends' kids, bro, they be outside playing and shit, bro. They really do be playing. Wow. They don't be on them tablets all the time, bro. So I don't know, man. I think this.
It's up to us, bro.
It is up to us.
We're gonna shift it. We're gonna shift it.
I think we're the greatest generation of our time. I will say that. We had to endure a lot. We still here, bro.
I ain't saying too much, bro. You never know. Well, YN is lurking.
Oh, right. You seen the lights just came off. Oh, no, bro.
Man, hell no. Hey, man, look.
No, but
I got it, bro.
Man, let's get back into the sports, man. You know, that's how we started our friendship and continued our friendship. Now, we growing and stuff now. My knees don't work like they used to. Pause. But man, I kind of want to talk about like the sports media fan type of like all of that conglomeration.
Right.
See, I use a big word for you. I
don't know if that
was right.
Use it right,
but I kind of want to like that relationship between fans and players and media and like how like shit. We can talk about the internet too. How that like really done flipped everything on its head.
Cause I think that, not to cut you off, but like I think that's an interesting topic because, bro, like you got to take into account too, like with sports betting, like fans really be feeling some type of way about the players not hitting their parlays.
Yeah.
And that goes to show how far like the relationship between fans and professional athletes and sports and media, how far it's went.
Yeah.
Like we pay attention, or not we, but like just the media in general pays so much attention to what everything athlete is doing nowadays. It's almost like they don't even look at them as humans no more.
Oh yeah, nah, not
that's
at
from
all.
the fans to the media on down.
Man, I was listening to Alex Caruso and Jalen Williams just talking on a podcast, and I was like, bro, I don't think nobody really watched the games no more. Niggas just looking at stat lines and seeing, oh, he didn't hit this shit, or damn, Shaden scored 30 again. It's just a regular ass day. I think people really don't love sports. Like I think I still do. I still passionate about sports and shit. That's why that whole Luka shit, we gonna get into that later. That whole Luka shit, that shit hurt my feelings, bro, for real. For real. But I think, yeah, I think the relationship between fan and players, we can talk about that one first, between fan and players is a little fractured because one, because of sports betting, but two, I think people don't watch the games and understand the game enough to know when somebody actually is good.
Yeah,
I think the base level of fandom nowadays is like they really don't know what's going on.
And I think it's because historically, like, you know, fans in the past, they didn't have as much access. They couldn't see as many games. And so when they would watch these great players, they would only see them at their greatest moments.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, like.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, bro.
So
that's
it's
a good
like,
point.
if they see them do something great, the 3 or 4 times they watch a nationally televised game, they're like, oh, like that is the epitome of greatness.
Damn, I really never thought about that shit for real,
it's
bro.
It's the truth, though.
You got too much access to these niggas, bro.
And it's like, bro, I be watching, because I got NBA League Pass, so I be watching the games, and I be seeing, like, so much greatness out of a lot of players. Like, even LaMelo Ball, even though they suck, but, like, his skill level, his talent is as high as anybody who's ever played in the league.
Yeah.
But it's like, obviously, he hasn't done the same things achievement-wise, but it just be making me mad. Like, dang, like, these players, they can't do nothing right. Like, the way they do Jason Tatum,
yeah,
it's fucked up. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. And I do think the sports media has a big part of playing in that shit because they seeing all the negativity that's like on social media and everywhere, and they trying to, hey, clickbait. We trying to click for them to that shit. We want everybody to talk about this negative ass shit because that's gonna bring the most views and money to, you know, my network and shit. Niggas don't care about nothing positive, bro.
That's facts.
I remember, I've been listening to podcasts like a motherfucker this week. Michael Carter Williams was on a pivot, and he was talking about how when he was with Chicago or Orlando, one of them teams, and they was on a crazy losing streak. Like, and like he was like the locker room media, like the media in the locker room was crazy after every game because they was on the streak, bro. And they was like one game away from like breaking the record for most lost in a row, and he was like all them niggas turned up and like they won the game. And he was like, wasn't nobody in the locker room. Wasn't nobody in the locker room. They was like, well, y'all won? Nah, bro, we need that negativity, man. So I think the NBA media is playing a part of, they just adding fuel to the fire.
Yeah, it is what it is. Like, I personally, I kind of like to just be in my own space when it comes to watching the games. Like, I form my own opinions. I still watch, like, you know, the sports morning shows and stuff like that, just to kind of hear how they speak on it. But at this point, bro,
I can't do that shit.
At this point, bro, I can't really. I can only take their opinions with a grain of salt. Yeah. It's like I want to actually enjoy the product because I do enjoy watching basketball. So
let me ask you this: if you were to like had continued playing and got to that level where like people are critiquing you at like a high clip, high rate, how you think you would have dealt with that?
I dead ass would not care, bro. They making so much money, I couldn't care. Like
that's tough to say though.
I'm keeping it honest. Like again, if I got $200 million in my pocket, look, even to this day, I'm not a celebrity or I don't have anything close to that magnitude of like fanfare or nothing. But even with what I do, I get all types of DMs, like niggas talking crazy. Like niggas be saying, yo, I saw you at XYZ, like why you ain't like say what's up? Like you really think I'm trying to lock eyes with you, bro? Like,
that's crazy.
You know, like but that's even with me. And obviously I don't make $100 million and I don't care. So I can only imagine if you had $100 million in my pocket. I'm for sure not king.
I mean, okay, respect. Nah,
to be honest, you can really just get off your phone if you really don't want to be.
I think that's easier said than done, especially like we talked about earlier, bro. Like with the younger generation who grew up on the internet, bro. Like, man, he's gonna be locked into that, bro. Like,
that's true.
But I feel you though, because I think me personally, I probably could like look past. I ain't gonna lie though, I might be like KD. I'll be responding to everybody, bro.
Man.
I'll be responding to everybody, bro. Even when we was first putting out pods, bro, on TikTok, bro, I was in that whole replying to people, bro.
I'll be responding, but like I don't be wanting to give the wrong comments the right energy. Like,
yeah, I feel that.
I would rather like entertain people who either get my humor or get like where I'm trying to go. I'll see like the crazy comments. Some of them be making me laugh. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it just depends, bro. Like I be trying to live in a state of mind to where things is just like optimistic, positive, because we all know how dark the world can get at times. So I be trying to keep it light. Some of y'all niggas, man, I need the YNs on y'all ass.
Yeah.
So
if we catch y'all outside, bro, we're gonna use the.
Yeah, we use hands,
bro. He been around the YNs too long.
Nah, I didn't do that. I started pointing.
I thought you had the gun.
Come on, man.
I said, come on, dog.
I ain't shooting nobody. I don't want that problem. I ain't shooting nobody.
That shit funny, bro. That shit funny.
Hell no. But speaking of positivity, I did want to ask you in terms of just like, you know, staying on the topic of media. Do you think like people be watching movies still?
I don't know, but I mean, I think I personally do. Like, I definitely watch movies. I think more so now I'm a TV type of guy, just TV series.
But what even is like, are we talking about like going on Netflix and watching like old TV shows or just like new shit?
I'm not an old TV show watching nigga, bro. I'm really low-key anti-Netflix. But you know me, growing up, and even to this day, man, I always been a contrarian, bro. So if you want to do the shit,
you always want to go against the grain, bro.
I be trying to not go with. It's not even going against the grain, bro. It's like just.
He always wants to go.
I'm not finna just go watch something just because everybody else watching that shit, bro. Especially if it sounds stupid, bro. Like I'm not finna just do that because this on number 2 on Netflix.
Yeah, but it's still, if a content piece is good, bro, it's good.
And I feel like I've got a lot better with it because I'll check it out. I'll watch the trailer at least.
I will say, I remember like the shows I grew up on, like Fresh Prince, Martin, shit like that. Like I be trying to go back and watch episodes, but I don't know if like just my brain is so different now. But it's like it don't hit the exact same way. If that makes sense.
I think because sitcoms don't hit them the same way either, too, though.
It's not. I used to love sitcoms, though.
Yeah, like, I still do. I still can watch sitcoms. I'll be watching, what's that shit? Mike Epps got a sitcom on Netflix.
The Upshaws?
Yeah, I be watching that shit, bro. I still like sitcoms. I still like that. But I think that movie going experience, that might be a little dead.
Bro, dude, it feel like they don't even release the same amount of movies no more.
They don't, not at all.
Because I remember, bro, in high school, or at least in middle school, like we used to live at the
high school. Like, I remember I worked at movie tavern my senior year of high school, bro. Where like right after basketball season, so like towards the end of senior year in that summer. Yeah. Bro, the movies was lit, bro.
It was jumping, bro. Like that's where like
what came. I think Fruitvale Station that came out that year, bro. One of the Transformers. Wolverine, X-Men, like it was lit. The movies was lit. Nowadays, bro. But I ain't gonna lie. I go to the movies a lot still, and there definitely still be people there. I think shit is a lot higher now though, because a lot more people are not going.
Yeah, bro. I think that
I be spending $20 on a ticket, bro.
And I be thinking like, cause my favorite movie genre is rom-coms. They don't even like release those no
they
more.
definitely don't release no
They just
rom-coms.
completely stop that shit.
That
Like,
should be straight to Netflix.
only thing they be putting in movies is either a fucking Avenger
Yeah.
movie or what are they called now? What are they still the Avengers? What are they? I saw like Attack of like the Ant Wasp or something.
All right, bro. Don't be disrespectful to the MCU.
I'm just saying, no disrespect to them, but they coming
It's
out.
a whole bunch of different shit.
They
bro.
coming out with heroes I've never heard.
Marvel Cinematic Universe. All these heroes been here this whole time, bro. You gotta tap in, bro.
I'm not watching
these comics is old as shit, bro.
I'm not watching a movie about a blue mint or whatever it
That's
is.
crazy, bro.
They coming up with all types of shit. Revenge of the Sock. Like, come on, bro. Body.
Hey, this year is going. Hey, the superhero movies is back this year, bro. Fantastic Four coming out, bro. We just had Captain America, the Black Captain America. You feel me?
Shout out to Anthony Mackie.
Thunderbolts finna come out, bro. This shit, we finna
What's Thunderbolts?
Bro, it's like a lower level of like team and event.
Thunderbolts.
Bucky in that hoe, bro. Captain America best friend, bro. Winter Soldier. You don't know who that is? That's crazy.
I hear what you're saying.
You gotta tap in, bro.
I need
to
go to the movies to see Bucky. Apparently,
Bucky cold, bro. The Wakandas gave him that arm, bro.
I hear what you're saying, bro. I've always been a DC guy, so
I mean they been coming out with shit too.
I'm a big Wonder Woman guy. You know what I'm saying?
The second one was trash. The first one was cold. See, you probably
The second one wasn't that good. The first one was fire.
Yeah, first
I
one
get
was
it. But yeah, I liked all the Batmans except for the Robert Pattinson.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't like that one. I didn't like that one.
It wasn't enough Batman in it for you.
I couldn't see it. It
was dark as shit.
That should have been the Dark Knight.
See, did you go to the movies to go see that?
Dark, yes.
Yeah,
bro, it was so dark.
It was dark.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think I might have fell asleep. I'm like, bro, I'm looking at a blank screen right now.
Bro,
cannot see.
I can remember all the movies I fell asleep on.
You can?
Yeah, because it ain't been that many in the theaters. So the Joker, I fell asleep on that shit.
The first one?
Yeah. That shit was...
it was dark.
It was
and
boring,
sad.
bro.
Like,
and I went late, too, so that probably was... But that shit was boring, bro.
It was okay, yeah. It was.
Like that, I should have watched it at the house. That would have been a good at the house movie. But in the theater, bro, and it was a little long. Like, bro, this shit ain't over. I went to sleep, woke up, and went back to sleep. That's a long ass movie.
That's a long movie.
That's a long movie.
It was a pretty long movie. And it was on some weird shit too. And I like movies with weird shit, but like that was a little too much.
Didn't Buddy kill himself on the stage or something? I really gotta find the politically correct way. Nah, it's say more than less, bro. Whatever.
It's say more than less. And it's crazy because I be talking to my girl about this in terms of like what it requires for me to even want to sit and watch, whether it be a show or a movie. What would you say? I'll tell you mine in a second, but what would you say is the top 3 elements a show or a movie needs in order for you to like tap into it and watch it?
That's a tough question because I will watch some real average shit if I'm interested into the storyline.
Okay, so a good storyline.
Yeah, good storyline. I need good acting, bro.
Okay, good acting.
If it's not good acting, that shit gotta be funny as hell.
So funny. So those are the top 3 that you.
It don't gotta be funny though. It don't gotta be funny. Okay, so good storyline. So good storyline / good writing. I need good acting, bro. Like I can't feel like I could act this whole better than you. Real talk.
Okay, I can feel that. I kind of like the bad acting shit.
It's entertainment, but I need to know going in like this is what this gonna be. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Like that like that Tyler Perry show. And there's some good actors in that hoe. But all of them is like overacting. It's on some soap opera shit.
Chill
though.
out. It's some good acting in the show. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah,
I like that show. You talking about Beauty and the Black?
Yeah,
it's some good
bro.
acting in that show. You tripping? There's some good acting in that show.
Nah, shout out Taylor, the main character, Kimmy. She cold.
She's
But
really
even
good,
she
yeah.
like overact. I think that's what they was going for. I think that's what directors told them.
Because it's entertaining.
But
like,
because I think it's supposed to get out that soap opera, like over dramatic shit.
I view Tyler Perry's like black people telling novellas.
Yeah, exactly.
That's literally what it is.
Exactly.
So
Or
I
like
respect it for what it
what's
is.
that old shit? Like General Hospital or some shit.
I never saw General Hospital.
You know
But I
Stephen
heard.
A be on that hoe. Hey,
Man,
I'm not gonna hold you, bro.
say,
And I'm not even the biggest Stephen A fan. That nigga can act a little bit, bro.
Stop this.
That nigga can act a little bit, bro.
Stop this, bro.
Oh shit, you know what that shit? But hey, bro, what you think about this nigga talking about running for president? Bro?
Man, I'm not even.
nah.
bro. I'm not even getting into that, man.
Nah, bro.
I'm not getting into that.
Because I think this nigga dead ass.
But hold on. Let me give you my top three.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah,
But
I'm
we
not talking
circling
about.
back. No,
I'm
we
not
are,
trying
bro.
to talk about Stephen A. running for president.
All
bro.
right, man. Next episode.
Top three things I need sex scenes.
See, I think nah.
I need drugs of some sort, and somebody needs to get shot.
You was a nigga.
Those
bro.
the three. Bro,
So you just want to watch Power all day?
no, bro. In any,
You just want to watch Power all day?
listen to me. In any great show or movie, it has either one, two, or all three of those elements, bro. Anything.
I'm not
Really think about it. What's your favorite movie?
Inception.
There's some sex somewhere in there.
I don't think it
Some
is
drugs?
actually.
You gotta
I mean,
take
they
drugs.
technically kind of taking drugs.
Yeah, drugs.
I mean, kinda.
Drugs.
Niggas getting shot then, motherfucker.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
shooting.
that much.
Yeah, bro. Come on. If you really think about it, though, like every great story has it.
I think sex scenes be overrated, bro. I think that should be overrated.
What do you mean by sex scenes?
That shit, most of the time, it don't be necessary. And it be going into my fact where this is not a good storyline. Like, where they put this sex scene don't be making sense. They just put it in there to appease to Caleb's wants. That's it. It didn't make sense in the storyline.
Bro, if it's a male and a female character, they done spent the whole story arc building up this sexual tension, and then we get to the scene. And that's another thing I hate. I hate when they'll build up this tension, they'll get to the sex scene, and then they just completely skip the sex scene. They just skip over
Why
to
do
the
you?
next one.
That's what they need to
No,
do,
bro, I'm invested. I need to see like the physical emotion of what they got going. You tripping, Joe?
You know who do sex scenes actually kind of good? White Lotus. That should be realistic ass sex scenes, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
So what side are you on? Because now you saying, oh, well, they
It
got
gotta
some
be a
sex
good.
scenes, but
I don't like when they're just thrown in that hoe for no reason, bro.
I like it. If the storyline seeming like, I don't know if you ever watched them telenovelas. Some of them be on Netflix. I can't remember the name of one. I watched one the other day. It was a sex scene every 5 minutes.
You like that
Because the
shit?
storyline was so whack, but it's like you can tell they only casted attractive people. The women were like in bathing suits all the time, men shirts off, and everybody was just like having sex with everybody's partner. I was like, this show sucks.
You was watching one of them HBO sex shits, bro.
Nah, it wasn't like
them after dark shit where you had to have your button on the previous.
It was
in case
on
your fans walked
Netflix.
in.
It was on Netflix. I need to find it.
That shit.
But it was really good though. Like I was like, dang, like this is really good cinema.
All right. So when you start like writing shit, that's what you're gonna focus on.
Bro, so even when I'm thinking about my skits, I can't involve sex and death, but I gotta involve something that's gonna like catch somebody like, damn, this is pretty extreme. Like, why the fuck? You gotta think about that in terms of content.
But yeah, I think it's lazy just to throw in sex to do that though. If it makes
You just
sense,
brought
like
up
I said,
a whole
I said
example
if
of
it
a
makes
show.
sense. Yeah, and White Lotus, that shit be making sense.
But I'm
They
saying
do be doing the most though. That should be the most for sure.
Okay, I'm saying let's say you watching a rom-com and you know how the rom-coms go. At the end of the movie, he finally gets the girl and they don't kiss, they don't have sex, they don't nothing. They just skip that part and then go to the scene where the whole cast is dancing at the end and on a beach. You're gonna be mad like, damn, I can't even see the physical intimacy between the characters.
Because that shit ain't always realistic, bro. Like sometimes you get the girl and you don't have sex for like a month. I mean, 3 months, bro. You know some girls got that 90-day rule, you know.
Man, what girl got a 90-day rule? Man, stop this.
That's what they say, man.
Stop this.
That's what they say.
We lucky we're not covering that topic on the pod. Oh, that's not what they say.
That's what they say, bro.
That's not what they say. It's not what they say.
Allegedly.
Chill out.
This nigga, hey man, like Kevin said, bro, pitch him on my road, and there's nothing but sex scenes every 5 minutes, bro. He gonna take it. It don't even matter what the storyline, like, man. That shit wild, bro.
Every great cinema got them sex scenes, bro. Look it up. I'm telling you, that's funny.
I'm trying to think, dude. Malcolm X got a sex scene.
Yes, with the white girl in the. Yes, bro. And it was drugs and it was kill. It was all three. That's why people like the movie. Training Day, sex, drugs. Literally, bro. You know I'm cooking now that you're thinking about it.
Yeah, you own to something, bro.
Loving basketball.
Because what won the Oscars this year? That damn movie about that sex worker. I need to go watch that hoe, actually. It looked good.
I'm telling you, it's good cinema.
You right, bro.
I'm telling you, I got the keys to that shit. It makes sense. I'm telling you.
Hey, man, well, Basin and Whiskey production coming soon. To Silicon Valley.
First 5 minutes, you're going to get all three.
All three.
Start out with a sex scene.
It's going to be a flashback the whole time,
Don't do drugs and then get shot. That's the end of the short film.
That shit funny, bro.
That's nuts.
All right, bro. You got anything else for the people before you get up out of here?
Nah, bro. I think this was a good first episode back. And, I'm excited for, us being more consistent, dropping more episodes, and really, really growing this platform and really growing this pod, man. So
I'm definitely excited for that, man. I'm excited to have some guests come on. And yeah, bro. We trying to travel and record,
Right, yeah.
So, bro, I'm trying to make this happen, bro. It's been a long time coming in, but we back in full force, bro. So
we back in this.
Got anything else? That's it, bro.
Just say more than less, man.
Yes. Hey, don't forget to say more than less. For real. We out.
Right, this is say more than less.